What's up, psychos, and welcome to day 6 of 30 days of book recs. And please excuse the adorable cute witch hat. I'm also filming a spooky season rec video today, and I was just like, it's so cute, I can't just waste it on one video. So since I'm dressed for it, I'm going to keep the book rec today focused on like super pitch black dark romance, because spooky season is obviously a dark romance season. For me, it's dark romance season all year, but I mean, if you were gonna pick a season to put a dark romance genre in, it would be spooky season. So today we are going to talk about Better Run by Alina May. This is what the cover used to look like. I first read this book 2 spooky seasons ago in 2023. This was Alina's debut. It's just a short little novella. I'd never heard of Alina May before. I had no idea what this book was. Just me and my 3 book besties wanted to read the same book for spooky season on a live together on the Clock app. And my friend DM was like, oh, I'm seeing this book Better Run everywhere. Like, let's read it together. This book was insane to read on a live. At this point, I'd read Haunting Adeline, I'd read a couple of other dark romances, but nothing I had read up until I read this book hit like this. This was labeled a dark romance thriller, and holy frickin' geez was I frickin' thrilled. This book is almost cover to cover non-con, schmidnapping. Just the trigger list on this, I think, is like a mile long. It's like longer than my freaking witch sleeve. It was the quietest live ever. The 3 of us were not conversing. We were all reading, like, people would in the comments comment, and I would be like, I can't even answer. I should not be reading this book on a live. So yeah, I think for a while this was probably, in my opinion, the darkest book that I'd ever read. I've since encountered other books that I would put on the same level as Better Run, but this was my first experience with something like this, so I think that's why it just shook me to my core. I would not shut up about this book on my Clock app page for almost an entire year, and I was fangirling so hard, and Alina used to comment on my TikToks hyping up her book, being like, oh my god, thank you so much. That was how she knew who I was because I was such a big fan. And then I launched Death Trap, and she saw my cover reveal everywhere, and then she ended up reaching out to me being like, oh my god, congratulations. And that's how we actually ended up talking and becoming friends. And long story short, that was how we ended up building this shared world together. It was all thanks to me freaking fangirling and loving Better Run so goddamn much that I like digitally harassed her into being my friend. Anyway, this was the old cover. And this is what it looks like now. So pretty. I am obsessed, but she ended up changing the cover because she made this into a duet. So the second book is Better Hide. This one is in the dungeon on the Zon. It was too dark for Amazon, so it's hard to search this one. You kind of just have to like get Better Run and then intentionally go through and find Better Hide. I think they allowed the hardcover version to be searchable on Amazon, but this one for some reason they were like, nope. But yeah, catch me fangirling again. Let me tell you about the actual book. This book follows our FMC named Jo. Jo is dating some loser dude in her condo. She's a food influencer, so she makes like recipes and stuff online, and she's just been having like the worst time. Like, her boyfriend sucks. She's sleeping one day, he's not home, he's probably out cheating on her, and this man breaks into her house, drugs her, takes her away, and she wakes up in this like secluded cabin. And she's not alone. Like, this dude is there with her, and it is chapter 2 pretty much, if I recall correctly. You find out pretty quickly what this relationship is going to be, and it is, I don't know what I can say on this channel, but put it together. It's a pitch black dark romance. This relationship is exactly what you think I'm implying. There are punishments, there is primal, there is just complete anarchy this entire time. And the thing that I appreciated the most was Jo was still a strong female main character. Like, she fought the entire freaking time. She was not, what made it palatable was like internally, she was like, okay, this is kind of hot, but like externally, she was like, I will fight the shit out of you. Like, actually like come for me. Then about halfway through this book, we find out that Jaden, the man who took her, has a friend. Cole shows up. He doesn't know that she's there against her will. Like, he thinks it's like some sort of like role-playing thing that Jaden is doing. And there's this scene between the two of them where Cole, I think about this all the time, where Cole literally finds out what Jaden has done. And you as the reader are like, oh my god, so he's gonna be the good cop. Like, he's gonna convince Jaden that this is crazy. And Jaden is like, are you with me or not? And then Cole is like, yeah, just give me a second to like throw away the last of my morals, and then yeah, let's do it. And I was like, this book is Like, I can't. So between the twisted frickin' bromance, ride or die between the two assholes, and just like how feisty Joe was, I don't know. This book was frickin' crazy. Short, easy, quick little Halloween thriller that's gonna knock your frickin' socks off if you haven't read this yet. I don't know. I frickin' loved it. Anyway, let me know in the comments what book you read that was your first introduction into just like how dark books could get. Knocked your socks off, had you staring at a wall being like, what did I just read? Give me those recs, because that's literally my quest now. Is I'm always trying to find books that give me that dark romance thrill. And it's like a drug or an addiction, right? Like once you hit a certain level, you're like always chasing that high again, and it's so hard to find. So let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching today's episode of 30 Days of Book Recs. I will catch you in the next video. In the meantime, if you did want to support me by checking out any of my books that I've written, here's my backlist. I've got a wide range in here, from a contemporary surf romance to some pitch black paranormal dark romances. Take your pick. All of my books are available on KU if you want to check them out. I also have videos detailing the content of each book if you want to check them out on my channel. But I totally understand if that's just not in the cards right now. You might be going like, Alex, in this freaking economy, yeah, right. So if you don't have the means to financially support me by reading the books, that is obviously totally okay too. I am just glad that you are here. So any interaction that you can give me on this video goes a long way. So if you want to like, comment, or subscribe, really anything is appreciated. Just smash all of those buttons. Okay, thank you. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.